Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the House of Representatives. This is your 12th District Representative, Cary Condotta. First and foremost, I'd like to thank everybody that reacted to last week's video. People are saying they just don't want any more tax increases, even if it's for a good cause. And that leads us right into the fact that this is budget week. The first budget has been put out, and did it have tax increases? Oh yeah, a whole lot of tax increases. $1.5 billion on top of the $3 billion we've already received in additional revenue. That's a $4.5 billion increase in taxes, or in revenue, I should say, with a $1.5 billion in taxes. These are ones we've never heard of before. Capital gains, which is supposed to affect the rich. We found out now, looking at this thing, it actually affects everybody. Kind of a de facto income tax, but not really. Very questionable. But the most insulting one is the B&O tax being raised from 1.5 to 1.8% on services. This is worth $500 million, but really what it does is continue to expand the pressure on small business in Washington state. Business pays 52% of the total general fund. Of all the state dollars we spend, business pays 52%. That is substantially higher than any other state west of the Mississippi. So they're already paying a premium, and now they want to boost it by 20% more. That moves in completely the wrong direction. There's a number of other taxes, including a tax, oh yes, you've heard it before, bottled water, even though 65% of you voted to knock that tax off a few years ago. So in effect, we've got a budget that increases by about 14 to 15%. The last time we saw that kind of increase, the next biennium was a total disaster because we could not sustain it. And that's what's the problem with this budget. It's not sustainable, because to sustain it, we would have to spend $43 billion. In the next biennium. That's $43 billion. Remember, when I came into office, we were spending $23 billion, and just 20 years ago, we were at $20 billion. So we will have virtually doubled the spending in the state of Washington. It took 100 and some years to get to $20 billion, and in 20 years, we'll double it again. It's a trajectory that we just cannot continue to have. So we're looking forward to the Senate budget today. Unfortunately, about an hour from now, so I can't tell you what's there, but I understand it's a little more reasonable, maybe a lot more reasonable, and I think it has a few surprises in it that might be really, really good. So we're looking forward to that. Now what happens? Okay, well, this budget will be voted out of the House Thursday, we assume, but the revenue bill that goes with it, the $1.5 billion, I don't think they're going to take that vote. I don't think they want to take that vote. I think it's dangerous because most people oppose it. So they'll pass a budget without any revenue. It's not really a budget. And then what we'll see is the Senate come back with theirs. They'll get together and they'll see if they can come up with a compromise. We have to do it in just 3 weeks because we're just about that far away from the end of session. Can it be done? Yeah, if reasonable minds can come together, I think it can be done. But we'll know more when the Senate budget comes out today. Stay tuned for next week. Going to be very exciting. We'll compare both. This is your state representative, Cary Condotta.